Tonight, it's about breaking bread together, and we know one another a little better after tonight. So please join me in raising your glass to our people, to the Pacific, and to the possibilities of all we can do together. Hear, hear. Welcome. Bon appetit. I again emphasize to President Xi that the United States does not seek conflict. It's not, as my generation would say back in the day, this is not all kumbaya. We have real differences with Beijing.
President Biden wrapping up the APEC summit today, but last night he was toasting to leaders, including Chinese President Xi Jinping, who we just referred to as a dictator. Again, Secretary of State Antony Blinken noticeably wincing at that comment when Biden said it. Now he's playing cleanup for the president.
Are you at all concerned the president's reference to President Xi as a dictator could undo any progress from yesterday's meeting?
It's no surprise that, and I don't think it'll be a news to anyone, that we have very different systems. And the president always speaks candidly, and he speaks for us.
Washington Congressman Dan Newhouse sits on the House Select Committee on the Chinese Communist Party and joins me now. Congressman, thanks for being here. Taking all of these sound bites as a whole, is this the extent of Biden and Blinken, quote unquote, talking tough when it comes to our number one adversary?
Well, good morning. Thank you for having me on this morning. As a member of the Select Committee on China, where we're tasked with looking at many of the threats that are posed by Communist Chinese, this is certainly something that we're aware of and concerned with. I do have to say, though, that anything that we can do to lower tensions between our two countries is probably a good thing, but we can't take our eye off the fact that China poses significant threats to our economy, to our safety in this country, and that we've got to be very much aware of.
Agreed. Nobody wants the temperature to be that high. But, Congressman, aside from China saying it would be unstoppable when it came to Taiwan, and Xi Jinping coming to San Francisco to basically get money from U.S. businesses to prop up his failing economy, what came out of this summit?
Well, that's a good question. I'm not sure a lot of substantive steps forward became more clear because of this summit. But like I said, we have to continue to be eyes wide open when it comes to China. Certainly, they're the second largest economic power in the globe. We have to be able to deal with them, but we also have to recognize that there are many threats, and that's why I'm very thankful that Speaker McCarthy put together this select committee so that we can learn about those things that maybe we're not as aware of as we should be as a nation and as Congress, so that we know how to respond.
Including this next story, the House Select Subcommittee on China that you're a part of says it found pathogens labeled HIV and Ebola inside a secret, illegal Chinese-owned biolab in California. Here's an important moment from the hearing you took part in earlier this week. Watch.
How many of these labs exist throughout the country? We don't know that. There could be more Reedley, Californias around the country.
Every elected official in this country should be concerned about whether an illicit lab with dangerous infectious substances could be hiding in their community.
It has been almost a year since the discovery of the illegal lab, and we are still working to remove the chemicals and illegal medical devices on site.
You asked the main question, Congressman, are there more of these in a city or town near you? But there are a lot of other questions. Why do the Chinese have a lab like this on U.S. soil to begin with? What possible reason could there be for having these pathogens in society in the first place? And why did the FBI and CDC choose initially not to investigate? So many questions, Congressman.
Yes, we absolutely have way more questions than answers at this point. It's very concerning. My thanks go out to the very observant code enforcement officer, Harper in Reedley, California, for paying attention to something that was out of the ordinary and discovering this. But it certainly has pointed out many gaps in our ability to make sure that these kind of things don't exist in our country, and what kind of investigative procedures should be taken. How does this happen where a known criminal from another country comes into the United States illegally and opens up this lab and buys all of these biological pathogens that could pose a threat to public safety? A lot of questions, way more questions than answers at this point. I'm so glad that our committee is being able to look at this, investigate this, so we know what kind of actions to take. to prevent these kind of things from happening throughout the country. We have to respond to this.
Yeah, the Chinese fly a spy balloon over mainland USA.
Yeah.
They have police stations in New York City run by the CCP, and now they're running labs. None of this makes sense. Thanks to you for trying to get to the bottom of it. Congressman Dan Newhouse, have a great weekend.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.